Every year, over 30,000 people in the United States die from gunshot wounds. Almost 70% of homicides and over half of all suicides are caused by guns. Many people believe there should be stricter laws and regulations on guns and the sale and use of them in order to try and reduce gun-related crimes in America. This idea is known as gun control. The United States has the highest homicide by firearm rate in the world. In addition, it also has among the highest gun ownership rates globally. By restricting the sale of guns, there could be a decrease in homicide rates in America. The more guns there are, the more likely it is that an everyday dispute can escalate to lethal force. The US has some of the fewest regulations on firearms out of any country, and while the US has failed to pass any recent legislation on gun control, other countries throughout the world have been tightening their reins. Japan, for instance, has highly restrictive firearm regulations in tandem with its extremely low homicide rates. On a similar note, Australia's gun buyback program, after they banned assault rifles, has been shown to be extremely effective and have seen declining gun death rates. Two-thirds of all gun-related deaths are suicides. Suicidal people with access to guns are overwhelmingly more likely to kill themselves. Through more intensive background screening or mandatory mental health evaluations, however, suicide rates by guns could see a dramatic decrease. Let's look at this graph of guns per capita versus homicide rates. As you can see, there is an apparent trend that as gun ownership increases, so does the homicide rates per capita. At the top right corner of the graph, you can see where the United States lies. Not only is it well above the average gun ownership per capita, but its homicide rates are also above average. 64% of all homicide deaths internationally are committed in the United States. There has also been an increasingly visible trend of mass shootings in America becoming more and more deadly. Just last year, in our home state of Nevada, the deadliest mass shooting in American history occurred in Las Vegas. If you look at the fact that America has some of the loosest gun control laws and highest homicide rates, it sounds like common sense that there needs to be reforms in American gun control policies. To recap, it has been proven in other countries that lower gun ownerships correlate to lower homicide rates per capita. America is also on the top of the charts for both gun ownership and homicide rates. Gun control provides a logical answer to these problems, and restrictive gun laws could help greatly to reduce gun crimes in America.